So you got a set of stairs that look like this, and you're struggling to put a baby gate on because of these two big problems. You got a round post on one side, and then you got the base molding on the other side. And you want to put a gate on that looks real good, just like this one. I'm going to show you how to do it. No damage to the woodwork, and I'm going to show you how to deal with that base molding, and I'm going to show you what to do if you have a problem finding a stud, or if you don't even want to find a stud. I'm just going to show you how to get around the whole situation. Very safe. It's going to look good. Nice and easy. Watch this. First thing we're going to want to do, when I say we, I mean you. First thing you're going to want to do is get some pressure clamps. I'm going to share with you in the show notes where to buy these clamps and every other product that comes up in this video. But you're going to need two styles, a square one for the bottom and a round one for the top. All right, first thing we're going to tackle, the bottom clamp. Square clamp goes down nice and easy with these 4.5-inch bolts. All standard size newel posts. A standard newel post, 3¼ to 3.5 inches thick. Just like this one here. As soon as your clamps show up, make sure the bolts are the right size. If you have a really thick newel post, the bolt may not reach all the way across. Or if you have a thinner one and a long bolt, and this happens to me all the time, it's just way too long. So you have to check it and then get the appropriate size 1/4-inch bolt before you start installing the gate. You don't want to be halfway through installing your gate and then realize that the bolts are too long or too short, because it's not going to be a matter of just swapping them out after you install the gate. You're going to have to uninstall the gate and then reinstall it with the proper size bolts. So first things first, as soon as your clamps come, check the bolts, make sure they're going to work well for your post and or get the appropriate size. When you install these clamps, tight as could be. Don't be afraid to crank them. Crank them tight. You are not going to break these clamps. You may break your newel post, but you're not going to break the clamps. So I'm not kidding. Tight as tight could be. These clamps come unfinished. The wood species is poplar, so it matches well with the red oak like this one here, or white oak. Looks good. A light stain still looks good. But if you're going to paint it, we're going to tackle that when we go outside, because there's certain things that you're going to want to do before you start installing. So make sure you watch that. So when your clamps come, one thing you're going to notice is this 1/4-inch spacer. And this spacer's here for the taper. So as it gets narrower, you add this 1/4-inch spacer, and hopefully it takes up the extra space that you need so the 4.5-inch bolts still work. But you have to check it before you install the gate. Okay, there's something else that you need to do, and you have to do this days before installation. Take your baby gate and take it out of the box and look at the mounting screws. Now, the gate I'm installing today comes with 2-inch screws, and these are great. They're long, they're strong, but they're meant for going through drywall. We're not going through drywall, we're going through these clamps, and these screws will go right through the clamps and damage the wood we're trying to protect. So if you don't have a junk drawer like I have here that's full of an assortment of screws, I recommend you going out to the big box store, get a small assortment like this, has all different wood screws. You're going to use them the day you install, and you're going to be using them for years in the future as a father. These are things that parents need. So if you don't have an assortment of screws already, it's best pick up something like this, throw it in your junk drawer. You're going to be happy you have it. Okay, dealing with the other side. You have that base molding, and that's frustrating for anybody installing a baby gate. Because one, you don't want to mount to the sheetrock, ever. I don't care what type of style baby gate you're installing, you never mount to sheetrock. It eventually crumbles and it ruins the integrity of the gate. So you want to mount to something of substance, like a piece of wood like this. And I get these at Michael's or Hobby Town, but any 3/4-inch block of wood will work. And I'm going to show you how to mount them. I'm going to use this smaller one for the retractable gate that I'm putting on. But if you're doing a metal gate, maybe you want to use a larger one like this or this style. But I'm going to show you how to do it. This is nice and easy. Now go grab your stud finder. And if you don't have a stud finder, go buy a stud finder, because you're going to need it. Now, I was lucky enough to find the stud here, but it you're not sure if you found the stud, or maybe you have plaster walls, or maybe you don't even want to try to find the stud at all, I have a way around that. And right towards the end of the video, I'm going to show you a clever little workaround with that. And you're going to be able to use it so many other ways around the house. So you see, I pre-painted this block, but one thing that you have to do, you have to pre-drill them. If you're going to screw them to the wall, they have to be pre-drilled. They will split. To cover those screw holes, I have this clever little sticker that I use. It's 3/4 of an inch. I mean, this is my favorite thing. Look at this. I just love that. You don't know how much time this has saved me over and over and over. Any little blemish, everything. I love these stickers. They're my favorite thing. Okay, as you watch me finish up installing this baby gate, this gives you a very good idea on how to install any baby gate. If it's a metal swing gate, it only attaches in 3 spots. And if it's a retractable gate, it attaches in 4. So you're in good shape. And now I'm going to show you how to paint these, and then I'm going to show you what to do if you can't find this. Okay, time to paint, right? So big brush, little brush, no brush. I don't care if you're doing brown, black, white, whatever color you're doing, no brushes. It's scraping, and you do it a few days ahead of time, because if you try to do it the day of, it's still going to be tacky. You want these to dry hard. So if you could give it a few days, give it a few days. Do it the weekend before. Let it dry, nice and hard. Rust-Oleum, all in one, paint and primer. That's the way to go. Now, this tip alone could be a lifesaver for anybody. If you can't find the stud, or you don't want to find the stud, or you have a plaster wall, if you have a tile wall, maybe you're attaching to a glass wall. I mean, it could be anything that this was going to work for. And it's ingenious, but it's really simple, just like everything else we're doing. It's 2-sided tape. I like this one made by 3M or Scotch. It's the same one. It goes on well. And I also recommend that you use the larger block. So if you're going to be adhering to it, you want as much surface as possible. But then I also back it up with a little latex caulk. So just going around the outside of it, just as an added precaution, it doesn't hurt. It makes it super strong. But any of the gates that you install in any method that you do, one thing I'm going to suggest is you test it. And I mean really test it. Push on that gate. And don't be afraid, oh, I don't want to break it. You got to test it. You got to make sure that your baby's not going to fall. So you test it first. Put some weight behind it. The gate, if it's installed properly, it could take it. So give it a good push. Good luck installing your gate. See ya.